listening to pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. I'm using the streaming also in YouTube, but I don't know how to manage YouTube page. Let me even check it. I have it now. I have it like this thing is live now. Whatever I'm doing now is live. It's streaming to YouTube. See, it's 2020. I know how to manage this page. I only have really photos of followers.
What's your link on your link
On Twitter. And you see how many people they push now. I don't think I'll take it to your education. This is the living thing. How many people join now? One person is left. I mean, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let me check if it's clear. It's not clear. No. Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. It's clear. No. It's clear. Okay. Alright. People soon start joining. Once they see it, they will join. I need to do something first. I need to go and do something. I need to gotta remove something so that they will not see it. Parangam. Okay. Hey guys, welcome. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing fine. Hope you're doing fine. If you're here, if you're listening on X or on YouTube, retweet this space. I'm about to do like some major analysis so we can get ready. We didn't do it in the morning, chicken. So because we couldn't do it in the morning, that's why I'm doing it now to make up for morning on. But tomorrow it will be in the morning though. Tomorrow, definitely going to be in the morning. Alright? Wow. Money trade, and the trade is reversing like mad. Bam. It's nice, yeah. So let's get the party started. Let's get the analysis started. Chill. It's 4:25. So you guys should retweet this space. I can only see 6 of you. So the 6 of you should retweet it. Let's see what we can do before night falls. Okay, I can see 9 of you now. Welcome. Oh, I see 8 of you. 1 of you just left. I want to address a few things. Starting off. Okay. So we'll be starting off with DXY. I don't know where this motherfucker is going to. So hold on, oh, I'm coming. Okay, it's on already. It's live already. But they'll not be hearing me clear today. Mouthpiece. No, I don't need to. Sometimes I used to. Yay! So, Wagwan. Hope people had a wonderful new year. I've written the column. If you like, have wonderful new year. If you like, don't have wonderful new year. All the best for you. So, let's get the analysis started. Let's quickly do an overview of where we were before we went on the holidays, right? So, if you can look at this is DXY. Now for DXY bar, before Christmas period, we said that DXY was supposed to reject from me. I didn't even know it's going to lead to taking out liquidity here, but it's going to reject from this gap, and it did. We're not expecting in this kind of move, but it did. So right now, this is what I'm kind of like seeing, right? So this joint liquidity has been settled. So for me, I can see that DXY has a breakout, but it's selling, so it's retesting to cover up all the gaps that have been left behind. If you go to 2 hours now, you will see there's an opening gap here. So this opening gap should be at least tested. If it doesn't respect the opening gap, then obviously we're going to be dealing with the other block in the 4 hours, which is this whole level as the OB, right? So so we're dealing with that whole shit. So we're dealing with this whole level as the OB. Alright? Now What does this mean for other pairs? For pairs like Euro USD, they should be pulling back up. So since DXY is pulling down, Euro USD will be pulling up, meaning we're going to be looking forward to sell more. You get. But first off, let's look at what we've done. We already closed our sell position. We can see that there's a fair value gap here, which is cool for a sell continuation, but then let's see, 2 hours does not have it. Okay, 2 hours have it here, 2 hours have it here. And you know, we used to cover the whole second candle, so since 2 hours have it here, I feel if price is going to respect this fair value gap, you might want to trap early sellers from here, right? So if you're going to be looking forward to taking a sell on Euro USD, you would need the confirmation. So let's say something like this, a sell, or if it's a sell, you need something like this. So maybe it trades into, then displays, then and then you sell downwards. But if it's not going to sell, you can just look for reasons to buy from where it is right now. But for now, that will be our most preferred POI. Okay, alright. Then this is GBPCHF. Now for GBPCHF, I already had a running position like here. So before the Christmas and the holidays, we already said we had double bottom, and so this is this double bottom. Now mind you, I'm only rushing this because it's just like a review, a recap of the last sessions that we've had. Tomorrow we're going to take it patiently. So the last year, which is the beginning of December, we already said this was going to reverse and go up. Why? Because there's the presence of a double bottom. I've told you before that when you see double bottoms like this, although there are levels that there are liquidity pools, meaning price will still come back to take it through, but for now they serve as what you call signs for reversals. So the same way you're going to have, let's say you have double top. So you have double tops. They serve as signs for reversals, but they are liquidity spots, mind you. They are liquidity spots. They drag liquidity themselves. They are like magnets. So for now, price is going up, and so the draw liquidity should be this high. So then let me use 4 hours first. Yeah. So there's this high here. So we'll just call it DOL. This one will be the draw liquidity, but then it's not the main one. I don't see this one as the main draw liquidity. It should be able to get to this one on top, but for now we're going to just deal with this one for now. So what this will mean is everything we're going to be doing will be focused on buying. So there's this fair value gap already here, right? So we focused on buying. So if there's a pullback back to the consequent encroachment, we can take that consequent encroachment move and then buy GGET. So yeah, so that's for GBPCHF, right? Then for Euro AUD, alright, so for Euro AUD, let's see, what do we have? Price has taken out the sell side liquidity here. So since I have taken out sell side liquidity, what do you think is next? Well, for me, for a higher time frame bias, I can see an unintegrated OB here and an inducement here. So if at all that we might be looking forward to selling, if we want to sell at all, like if price is going to come here and want to sell this Euro AUD, we would wait for price to tap into the POI for a sell continuation. Do you get? So yeah, so wait for price to like tap into the sell POI for a sell continuation before doing anything with it. And that's an Euro AUD. Then for AUD CAD, now you should know that CAD is weak. Let's just check it once and for all. I think CAD is very weak. Let me see. Let's check Finviz. CAD should be weak. Given that I'm looking at all CAD pairs, related pairs, they are looking strong. Yeah, so CAD is like 22% down for today, and GBP being the strongest. Meaning, if you go and check GBP CAD, you should be buying strongly. You get so, but we'll get there in a moment. Let's just stay on AUD card. So since AUD card is like this, we have a breakout from here. So you go to like 2 hours, you're able to see it clearly. So you have the breakout from here, right? So obviously you should know we might be expecting a pullback, and then so that price goes up, but then to where? Oh shit, so too long here. So you get your dawn liquidity here. Alright, so this is dawn liquidity. So we're going to be expecting for our maximum entry principles. We want to enter an optimal entries, wait for the pullback, and then we take it up from there. You get let's see. So you guys that are just joined, it might be the first time you are joining us live. So do well to repost. Do it to repost. You get repost. Let everybody be aware that we're back. A lot of persons don't know that I've started again, so let everybody be aware. Normally we used to have close to how many? 300 to 200 people live. So now that we're at 33, you guys should repost for others to join while we enjoy ourselves. Okay. So AUD card. So AUD card now has its own drawn liquidity. Take note of that. We have yo Chris, what's up now? Chris, I hope you're fine. I know Chris is always disturbing me. When are you starting? We've started. He's always saying, when are you starting this? When are you starting that? We've started already. So this is USDJPY. Although I have a long-term projection on USDJPY, I'm not on this trade again though. I got closed out because my trade, I was waiting for, they closed it automatically due to the payout period cycle. AG, you say stop loss incoming. Stop loss incoming on what? Which one is the stop loss incoming on? Is he on USDJPY? I'm not on the trade again now. That's what I'm saying. I said I got stopped out or closed out. Finance closed me out due to payout cycle period, so they close all your trade. But then let me look at it for us. Hold on. Control Z. So looking at it here, it's still bullish though, because if you look at it first, let me show you from 2 hours. We're working with the two break of structure principle now. So you see, this is a break of structure here, and this is a break of structure here. So for now, it's still what? Bullish. So what this might just be is a liquidity sweep with an unmitigated POI just resting here. But let's confirm this POI. Let's see. Let me see 1 hour first. Yeah, so it might be tempting you to use this, but this is wrong. So you use it like this, just cover it completely like this. So yeah, hold on now. So yes, so for USDJPY we might see this happen. Price might drop down and then continue going up, but if that does not happen, then obviously we're going to see price fail in this whole level, and then we have a flip. But since our main focus is this, we're going to just leave it alone for now. Alright, so gold, everybody's buying gold, I'm not ready to buy gold yet. I'm waiting for gold to pull back. If at all I want to buy, I'll wait for it to pull back into this 2-hour OB here, but I have to cover it like to this level here. So I'll wait for it to pull back into 2-hour OB here, and then buy from here. So is this buy? Then I can hold it. If I have this entry, then I can hold it to, like, the high, which is the all-time high that was created the last time, which is around December, which is third week of December, thereabouts, right? So yes, that's what gold by the way. Then Bitcoin, already I told you this one. Let me show you. So from the weekly time frame, I showed you people that, is it weekly now or daily? I don't know. Let me check it. I thought, I can't remember. Okay, it's monthly. So I showed you guys that we're going to be buying Bitcoin and holding it for the longest, which was the ending of November. I told you. And this is the reason that every time Bitcoin drops, right, it drops with a certain speed and percentage. And the last time it made a very long drop was around 2022. You get? So you watch it. Every time it drops, it created a new all-time high when it started reversing. That's what I want you to take note of. It. Every time it drops, it created a new all-time high when it started reversing. So this is when it dropped, created a new all-time high. This is when it dropped, created a new all-time high, and now this is the recent drop. So what do you think it wants to do? It wants to create a new all-time high, and this doesn't happen all the time, right? They just happen like with a long interval, right? And they are not random, because when this one went, it went with the fair value here, but it was not just an ordinary fair value gap. It was resting on, a very critical level here, so you call it a key level. When this one here, when it left because of the fair value gap here again too. So take note of it. When price left, left because of this. So let me show you. This was the previous low and then the previous high. Price came into discounts and continue. Now this was the one that was incomplete. So you had this low, went up, then had this low. So this one, okay, was it incomplete? This one was incomplete. So you had a low here. Okay, it was not incomplete there. Price came to equilibrium, if you can see it. So if you see it clearly, price tapped the equilibrium and then moved off. And also that is where the fair value gap was, right? So if you see it now, this was the new low. This was the new low that we formed here. And so this was why I told you it was going to buy you. So from here, the new low to the new high, the recent high, you see price came into the equilibrium again and then reversed. But as at this time, it was also reversing or rejecting to the fair value gap here. And now the present low and the present high, and you see this one is ready, like very ready. So that alone give us that nuance that okay, price was going to buy. And not just that alone, this was a monthly order block, or we call it the rejection block. So the monthly rejection block here, price mitigated it. So when you then go to the daily time frame, you start seeing that okay, I need to change something. Hold on. So when you go to the daily time frame, you start seeing okay. When you go to the daily time frame, you see that price did not just mitigate, it mitigated it and then led to a reversal. When you check Is it 3 days? I don't know if it will show the 3 days. It's not showing 3 days. I don't know which time frame we checked that day where we saw the reversal candlestick, but there was a reversal candlestick here, and then price reversed immediately after mitigating this POI. And so what was left, the next thing we told you to wait for was 2 break of structures. And so that brought us to where we are, or that brings us to where we are presently. So after mitigation of this, I told you, if you want to hold it buy, see this all-time high here, it's going to be very long. I told you that this was, and again remember, I think you can find the recording, I said this is a financial advice. It's not the one when I say this is not a financial, this is a financial advice. I'm telling you that if you have money, then hold it. Hold it. So if you are holding Bitcoin, right, hold it to the all-time high. The worst thing that's going to happen is it flips from here, it drops, and then it breaks. And mind you, if it flips, there's going to be a big problem. This is a big problem because price is presently trading at a trend line here. So price is presently trading at a trend line here like this. Here. So anything that makes it, so this is first touch. I've taught you about 3 touches. So first touch, second touch, and then the third touch. Anything that makes it flips and then come out from this trend down like this, forget about it. Bitcoin is going to enter real trouble, real one. So for now, that trend is holding strong, and you can hold your trade for as long as you can. Alright, so that's for Bitcoin, by the way. Then see GBP USD, the blood of Jesus. I don't know what GPS is doing now, but then it has gone really high. Alright, thank God I closed this trade. I thank God I closed this trade. Hope me for high jump. So this one has gone back to the entry. I just thank God I closed the shop. Because I noticed all GBP pay, all the GBP trades were coming up, they were pumping, I'm like, waiting this guy do. Alright. So if you look at it now, we have first break of structure to the downside here. So let's call this one X. We have second break of structure to the downside here. So we call this one X2, right? Yup. Now price is supposed to come down, you get. There is an this is the only thing I think that is wrong with GBP for now. But there's an unmitigated POI here that has a sweep of liquidity also. So what you want to use as Quasimodo, right? So if I check it now, this one did not break structure. So if it goes up, now this is the problem here. If it goes up and close above this line, which is close above this liquidity spot, and the candlestick closes above it, then we're going to have serious issues. But if it just goes up, taps into this POI, and then drops, then we're going to have a sell-off that is going to be massive. So you should take note of that. That's on GBP USD. Alright, what is this? Oh, AUD and so this means all USDs are presently weak. So if you go and check Euro USD, let's check Euro USD. What is it doing? Check Euro USD. Okay, still going up, sure. I still have my entry on unmitigated order block for now. Yes, that your entry on the unmitigated order block is okay. You can leave it there. You can leave it there. So if you look at AUD USD, right? So looking at AUD USD, this is what I can see. For now, this might serve as an engineered liquidity. So if this one says as an engineer liquidity, it means price just wants to mitigate and then come back. But what is it mitigating? Let's find out. So I can't find any POI mitigated in 1 hour, in 2 hours. 1 hour will be the last place. Okay, so there is an unmitigated POI here from the 1 hour time frame. So the OB is there. But the only problem now that we have is if price goes up, mitigate this, but at the end of the day closes, because just 10 minutes left and 1 hour is going to like mitigate close. So if price goes up, closes, and then it closes above this level, then we might have serious issue, which is it closes with a bullish candle, because this is a bullish candle. It closes the bullish candle above this level, then we would have serious issues to deal with. You get, so take note of that on ADUSD. Then on NZDUSD, obviously you know what's going on with the USD, so that's why this guy is also retracing. So we have USD CHF. So since ADUSD, NZDUSD, GBPUSD, EURUSD, since all of them are buying, meaning all the ones that start with USD will be what? They'll be selling. So you have the likes of USD GBP, USD CHF, USD CAD, they should be what? Selling. So this is USD CHF, that's why it's selling. But let's see how long it's going to sell. Then you see, alright, you see USD CAD is selling too. So selling. Okay, this is GBAD. I don't have analysis on this one yet. Okay, then for GBP JPY, GBP JPY. So GBP JPY is ranging. I guess it's because of the holiday, but since the holiday is over, we'll most likely start seeing a breakout. Either it breaks out to the upside, and then now every time price breaks out, I tell you this, I tell you that wait for a sweep. So for example, price goes up like this, wait for price to come down, create a low like something like this, and then sweep it. That way you are more safer. Always, if you do this, you'll be more safer. So when price now sweeps it, right, that's when you can then trade it. So maybe you want to trade the Quasimodo style, it's safer to trade that way. But if you try and say, oh, you want to catch the breakouts, at the end of the day price will trap you, because what it's just doing is it's taking out liquidity by grabbing the buy side liquidities. So you that is trying to avoid being taken out from liquidity will end up being liquidity. So that's why you need to be careful. Then on GBP CAD, already I showed you that CAD is like weak. So given that CAD is weak, this GBP CAD, you know, we saw it not quite long here. So GBP, GBP is now 25% stronger. CAD is now 18% weaker for the day. And so that's why GBP CAD is what is buying. Those are just little fundamentals. Alright. So GBCD buying. Let's see the next one. CHF. All these ones I would like us to come back to them maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow. That is when they would have cooked properly. Then this guy is done buying. EURGPY is ready to sell. Let me use 4 hours. But EURGPY is ready to sell, honestly. I don't know if it's a sell here, but it's ready to sell. So this is the POI I would suggest we wait for this motherfucker. Okay? Yes. So we're gonna wait for it here. EURGPY waiting for it here. Then for EURGBP is just like, see the way it's selling. Jesus. This guy is just selling deep. So EURGBP is selling. Obviously we can't make any analysis on that. What's this? EURNZD. I expected this guy to sell hard, but I'm just surprised that he didn't mitigate. So he's supposed to mitigate an entry before moving off, right? Like here. But I still have it and it's still valid, and the drawn liquidity is here. You get, so This level is the drawn liquidity, we call it DOL. How will I think we call them drawn liquidity? So so the mitigation of this POI is a 2-hour rejection block, if I'm not wrong. Yes. So 2-hour rejection block, waiting for price to mitigate it before we then sell on ELO NZD. Then for NZD CAD should buy, and this is why, because price has now broken structure to the other side, flipped, and giving us a confirmation. That is a confirmation, by the way. So so I should be expecting a buy when price come back and mitigate this rejection block from the 4-hour time frame. If you go to 2-hour time frame, there should be either, you see, same rejection block is there. So that's what we're going to be waiting for, a reaction of on NZD card. Then for NZD JPY, huh? Nah. So for NZD JPY, right, this is where we have. So we have this. But let me look at something. Omo. So last action on SJP, we have breaker structure here. Then this high here. Anything that makes LIG price break the structure to the upside and closes above. So something like this. So if it goes up and closes above like this, then we're not going to look out to sell. We're going to be looking out to what? To buy. But if it goes up now, the way is up now, and then it breaks and then comes down, like something like this. So it goes up now, right, and then comes down like this, and it closes below, then we're going to what? Sell hard. You get? So be on the lookout on NZJPY. Then for NZDCHF, I don't know what these new guys do now. Honestly, I don't know. Let's see, it's all up here right here. There is a pure up here right here. I want to just cover this whole level. I want to just cover this whole level, right? You can just like hold on, let me see something first. So you have an external high, and a possible breakout. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for how price is going to reject off from this level. If price closes above and closes bullish for the end of today, then we're going to be looking at NZDCHF to buy. But if it closes inside this range, then we're going to be selling it. You get? Yeah. For ADJPY, it's still ranging. It has not given us a clear direction as to where it wants to go, so you can see it's just moving sideways. Then for ADCHF, it's choppy, but it's moving, and it's moving up. But for now, we don't have a POI, we're going to wait for it. Unclear. The same thing with AED and NZD. So AED pairs are not really moving that much. So the CAC, I think that's the last one. Alright, and DXY has dropped like crazy, and so you see that the level where we marked for on AUSD price is like running straight into the fair value gap there. So if you are trying to enter now, I promise you you're going to hit stop loss. It's a promise, except you are selling from 4 hours, except you are using 4 hours what's it called now, if you're using 4 hours fair value gap, okay, you're fine, because it covers up this whole level, you get, and the consequent equipment is still far. But me, I use 2 hours fair value gap, 2 hours, and so from 2 hours here, I can only see this fair value gap. And if I should draw a line, let me show you. So if I should draw a line on it, it still fall in line with the 4 hours entry, like this. This is, so you see, for line with the 4 hours entry. So if I'm going to be entering this market, I'll just be entering it like from here to here to here. So if I hit a stop loss, no ones, I know I sold at a premium level. Do you get? So that's on AUSD. Basically, I think we're done with the intro for the year. We're not supposed to do much today. We will continue our session another time, but more importantly by now, you should all have created your, what do you call it now, your plans. You should have created your plans already by now, which is the plans for the year, what you plan to do, your do's and don'ts, everything. It's not now. And if you've not created, it's not too late. You get, it's not too late to start. So for now, and during the week, I'm going to be addressing certain things because some persons sent few questions on Telegram, and I'm also seeing few questions also on WhatsApp. I'm seeing questions on X DMs. Yes, so I'll be addressing few of them. You get, so if you have your questions, you send them. So when I have time, I'll address it. This is the big 2026. None of you want to be wasting your life. If you waste your life, then your own. Now you know. This is not the aim of talking to you. I'll not be pampering you with words. I'll not pamper anybody again. If you want to be serious, be serious. If you don't want to be serious, don't be serious. At the end of 2026, you'll see where you've gotten to. So make it a target. So this is it. Make it a target by the end of the first quarter of 2026, which is March. A quarter means 3. So January, February, March. So by the end of March, at least you should have seen a significant progress in what you are doing. Maybe your personal accounts, you have a quantum leap or increase in your personal trading accounts. You've been able to solve one of the psychological issues or problems that you have, because many psychological issues, they are tied towards discipline or habit. Discipline or habits. Discipline is easy to correct. Habit is not. Habit is not easy to correct because you took a very long period of time to learn it. So, for example, you don't used to use stop loss. You say you want to start using stop loss. It's not just once you correct it, because it's already your habits of not using stop loss. So when you want to do that, you have to replace. For you to stop an habit, you have to replace it with an habit. So for those ones that have been asking psychological issues, check, are they discipline issues or they are relating to habits? If they are relating to habits, then you want to replace those bad habits with good habits, and then fall back again to discipline, and then be disciplined with it. Meaning, come what may, I've told you before here, the different type of commitments we have. You have marital commitments, you have fair weather commitments. So maybe things are going right, things are not going right, whatever the situation may be, you remain disciplined to the course and to what you want to achieve. That is how you attain self-improvement and discipline. You get. So if the issue that you have is relating to habits, highlight them and then look inside, check yourself. What are the things that you can do to replace those habits? Then replace it. Life will not change for you because of what's it called now? Somebody prayed for you. No, but because you are intentional about what you want to do, and you do it, you get, and you just do it. That's just it. So I don't think I'll give you more pep talk. We shall be meeting ourselves tomorrow in the morning by 7 a.m. as we usually do. So by that time, come up. We're going to be checking our trades. We're going to be taking our trades also, because Tuesday, so we're going to be taking our trades, and we're going to be meeting here all the time. So for those that have questions, you send your questions. Those that don't have personal reach to me, send them through X. I'll attend to them the way I see them. Alright? So on this note, take care of yourself. and bye for now. Alright, and bye for now. Let me see. How many of you are here? Oh, 81. Is there anybody on YouTube? Let me check. I don't even know. I don't check this. I don't even know how to check it on YouTube though. But I'm very certain that you get okay. Maybe I'll just check it later though. I think I'll just check it later. So, oh, 80 years is so close to the entry already. So you see the reason why I said if you are chasing entries, you might be facing drawdowns already, or because you're not patient. So when price comes into the entry at exactly 1.17115, that's a very good level, a very good area to sell from. Maybe I'll sell it too. I feel just sell them. I don't know. But then, enough talk. I'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Bye for now. I want to end the live session. How many minutes did you stay? 36 minutes. The shortest stream we've ever had. Alright. Take care of yourself.